Calaroga Shark Media.
It's just an amazing time to be alive. Today, my friends, we have a new special from Adam Sandler. Oh, man, I took the whole week off just so I could watch this thing over and over. Adam Sandler, Love You, on Netflix today. Oh, can't wait. Hi, I'm Johnny Mac with your Daily Comedy News. Adam Sandler, he must be a good dad because he's looking out for his kids. He doesn't want his kids to watch an Adam Sandler comedy special, which is really tremendous advice. I've tried to advise my kids not to watch any Adam Sandler comedies. They one time spent $5 to rent Jack and Jill, and Dad lost his mind. It was just a complete waste of money. I said to them, why don't you just light the $5 bill on fire? But they rented this movie. I don't know. So Sandler has told his daughters, don't watch Love You on Netflix out today because I do curse a lot. I apologize to many, many people out there, especially my family. They don't need to know those words exist. I noticed that listening to him on Rogan. He can't get through a sentence without cursing. It's very strange. Anyway, Adam Sandler's daughters, Sadie and Sunny, as you know, two of Hollywood's up-and-coming actresses. They've been in several films. They did not see the screening. Adam Sandler did say they could see a couple parts of it. I don't throw it on for them too quickly. Rob Schneider says that Adam Sandler has called him every week for 30 years. Schneider spoke to People about Adam Sandler. He's credentialed here as the star of Murder Mystery 2. What a weird thing to credential Adam Sandler. Is that what he's known for? Murder Mystery 2? Schneider says there's not been a week in 30 years where he doesn't check in on me. I mean, that's true. No matter where I am in the world, I'll get a phone call sometimes in the middle of the night. He called me from Italy and said, what are you doing? And I go, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, get up. I need to talk to you. Are you good? We've been friends for 5 decades now. He's a special cat. For him to include me in all this stuff ever, it's incredible. I mean, I don't have any words to say except I love him. I just want him to be healthy, happy, successful. He's just incredible. Schneider says Sandler's just getting started. It's beautiful. Him doing Hustle was great, and Uncut Gems is great. Those are 2 of the best Adam Sandler movies. I agree with you, Rob Schneider. The Sandler should do that, not the thing he usually does. He's good at that. Do that. Him doing Hustle was great. He's working with really, really talented people. I even like that space movie. That's me, not Rob Schneider. Schneider said he's got a new movie coming out with George Clooney for Netflix. Really, George Clooney? Paycheck much? It's been wonderful. Great experience for him and a great deal for Netflix to get the biggest movie star in the world on there. What's this movie? I don't know about this. Google. George Clooney and Adam Sandler, a new film that's described as funny and an emotional coming-of-age film about adults. Sandler spoke to People about the Happy Gilmore sequel. By the way, they did a casting call by my house last week. I was out of town, but people in the neighborhood told me there were zillions of people over in town trying to be extras in Happy Gilmore 2. If I were around, I probably would have gone. Wouldn't that be amazing if I were in an Adam Sandler movie and then I came on the podcast and talked about how terrible it was? That would be ironic, but I would stick up for the extras. They're usually good. Sandler said, I'm more than excited, probably the most excited I've been in many years to shoot something. We worked hard trying to write something that we thought people would have a good time with. We don't want to let anybody down. People had asked me for a long time, do Happy Gilmore 2? I was always like, nah, I'll only let you down. But then we came up with this idea. We're really excited about it. We wrote our butts off, and we're continuing to try to make it a movie that you guys will like. And I think it is. We're excited. So many golfers are being nice, and they're going to be part of it and all. Please make Hubie Halloween 2. Actually, please make Jack and Jill 2. That's the movie I want. Jack and Jill 2. Michael Che is trying to get a late night show. I don't know if this plan's going to work. He's staging a test episode at City Winery in New York City tonight at 10 p.m. It's called Don't Sleep with Michael Che, a late night talk show created by Michael Che. Che announced this on Instagram saying, all right, I've decided I'm going to produce my own late night show. I'm recording a test episode next Tuesday. Get ticks and be part of late night history. He said his original idea was to do a morning show because everyone on daytime TV are too happy and chipper and energetic. I want to do a show for people like me who hate mornings called Don't Want to Wake Up with Michael Che. I have previously told you that he and Jost are doing a live thing on Peacock on September 12th. It says we're not getting paid, just wanted to do it. Also happening today, Greg Fitzsimmons has his new special, Greg Fitzsimmons, You Know Me. It's on YouTube. Filmed at the Comedy Mothership, that's Rogan's Club in Austin, back in November. That's a long time ago. In You Know Me, Greg Fitzsimmons reflects on 34 years of sobriety, sex with a 57-year-old woman, convincing your children that you're cool, and combating loneliness on the road, and he realizes he's happy where he is. Apparently, at least one of the Chappelle shows out in Yellow Springs was a banger, as the kids say. Matthew reported in the Facebook group. Special guests for night one were Dave Chappelle, of course, Matt Rife, Cypher Sounds, and Shane Gillis. That's a pretty good set, huh? Thank you, Matthew, for sharing that in the Facebook group. All of you are encouraged to join us in the Facebook group, which is Daily Comedy News Podcast Group. I particularly like when you guys start the conversations and I can react rather than the opposite, so please join. Facebook.com/Daily Comedy News. You will be asked a few questions. Got to keep the spam bots out. One of the questions is, have you ever seen Bob's Burgers? If you're a longtime listener, you know the answer to that one. I mean, it's obvious. And you will also be asked, what is your quest? Which is a bit of a test of your comedy knowledge. Ted Lasso supposedly coming back. It is unclear what Ted Lasso Season 4 is going to be about. Hannah Waddingham, Brett Goldstein, and Jeremy Swift are back. Jeremy Swift plays like the general manager guy. You probably know who Hannah and Brett are if you've watched Ted Lasso. It's unclear how much Jason Sudeikis will be in. He's an executive producer on the show. I can't imagine him not being in it, like I've said in the past. It's not that hard to film it wherever he is and work around it. The producers of the BBC's The Traitors is hoping to get Ricky Gervais to do the show. They've got a bunch of high-profile targets, including Ricky. The Traitors sees a group of people put together in a Scottish castle where a minority are secretly created murderers. The suspense is built on whether or not the group can succeed in polishing everyone off before they are uncovered. The celebrity version will begin filming in 2025. They want Ricky Gervais, Courtney Cox, and British TV presenter Jonathan Ross. Interesting. The Fringe put out a statement saying over 2.6 million tickets were issued this year and 3,746 shows were registered. 60 countries were represented on stage, including 13 country showcases, 1,800 accredited arts industry members, including promoters, producers, festival, and venue bookers from 64 countries attended the festival, 900 media professionals from 27 countries, 510 artists attended the annual Meet the Media event, and the Fringe Society ran 37 events as part of the Fringe Central program. Martin Short was asked what he'll do if Steve Martin passes away, and he said, I'll phone Billy Crystal. Martin explained, in the show, we do each other's eulogies, and there was one joke I did about Steve. I miss you so much, although Billy's been looking good in rehearsal. The Flyover Comedy Festival, the annual comedy invasion that takes over the Grove in St. Louis, has announced quite the lineup, November 14th through the 16th. Tig Notaro and Patton Oswalt will be joined by the Sklar brothers, Ben Bailey, Jackie Fabulous, and Henry Phillips. Jay Schurter is a communications senior manager of the Regional Arts Commission of St. Louis and said the Flyover Comedy Festival is putting St. Louis on the map as a comedy destination, not only by bringing in national acts, but also by highlighting the amazing local talent we have in the area. 10 different stages. Events include improv, sketch, musical, and variety performances. In addition to traditional stand-up, comedian Sam Barone is working on Milwaukee to the City, a variety show. I love it. In 2020, he decided to combine his comedic talent and passion for all things local to start a monthly variety show. It is called Milwaukee to the City. It brings the late-night TV format to the backyard of Champions Pub. There are games, video segments, trading cards, stickers, awards, and localized laughs. Sam told the Milwaukee Journal, I was trying to figure out how to make Pee-wee's Playhouse and Nickelodeon's What Would You Do in a show that features people I like. Late-night shows are nothing new, and their format's really simple. You got 3 guests that pretty much carry the show and offer the viewer looking at the latest thing, whether that be a comedian, a movie star, musicians. This allows me to have structure in the chaos that I create. I also just love Milwaukee, and I think the stars of the city, the people who live here, whether they be comedians, business owners, leaders, or musicians. Comedians perform 10-minute sets, then act as co-host for the evening. Then they have a local business guy. We go and film for a day. After the business is the final guest, the musical act. They perform 2 shows with an interview between them. I have the guests play games I made up to earn crafty trophies. I also make exclusive trading cards and stickers for each show. That sounds like a lot of fun, and the monthly show is tonight. And can I be honest with you? I was flowing, and my wife showed up and started doing laundry, and I just lost my flow. Can you not do laundry while I'm recording the podcast? Can you just not? I got nothing left. See you tomorrow.